been said, my name is Bruce Morris. I'm a family man. I've been married for 30 years to Maureen. We have 3 children and 1 granddaughter. Happens to be 10 months old today, so it'll be lovely because we'll see her next weekend. All my family coming up for the election. It's really lovely. At the same time, whilst I've only lived in the Valley for 5 years, we've been visiting for 30. Maureen's parents moved here some 30 years ago, and unfortunately Maureen's father passed away about 6 years ago, but her mother and a disabled son are still in Kempsey, and they really love having us around. Whilst I'm a retired civil engineer. I had a 24-year career as an engineering officer in the Army, which was then followed by 13 years working for 4 councils across New South Wales. The last council being Kempsey, where I actually left the Employment Council about 2.5 years ago. The employment local government was always, all the positions were all in senior engineering management positions. And this has provided me with sound knowledge, or strong knowledge and skills concerning the workings of council. I know how council works, and I know what sort of questions to ask, and I would like to see some of the processes streamlined. I'm a candidate for council because I believe that I have something to offer the community. I value honesty, openness and transparency in council. If elected, I'll be an independent voice for the entire Macleay. I don't have any family or business interests, so I'll be representing the entire community in the best way that I can and bringing forward your concerns. Since leaving council, I've taken the opportunity to observe how council has been operating. I've also talked to a large number of people in the community. While some speak positively about council, unfortunately many are dissatisfied. Common complaints relate to lack of response to letters, time taken for development approval, council not listening to the community, which is my main concern, and money being wasted. I want to work for the community to address these and other concerns. I have the time, the commitment and the skills, along with an analytical mind, to be a driving force for change on council. Maureen and I have distributed over 10,000 flyers that are on your seats today. We personally did that by walking around every town and village and putting them in letterboxes. We took the opportunity whilst doing that to stop and talk to people and listen to people and find out what their concerns were. It also gave us the tremendous opportunity to see what all the roads and the villages and the parks and the gardens and the reserves were like. It was a really good experience, and it gave me a good insight to all the problems that a lot of people are complaining about. The flyer also outlines my 5 broad goals, which are communication. Council's got a KPI of responding to all letters within 14 days. KPI is 90%. Last year they achieved 73%. That was better than previous years. Support businesses. We need to support businesses, encourage more businesses. Rates, we need to make sure that rates remain affordable. There are 3 special rate variations that are in the forward financial plan. I think that that is probably beyond the capacity of the community to pay. We need to look at whether we can reduce that by finding savings in other areas. We need to continue the social programs known as Healthy Communities. It's a tremendous program. It's only funded until June next year. We need to seek and find sustainable funding into the future. We'll have community groups take over the running of that. And we need to promote the Macleay and become a positive area. I can't make any bold promises other than to say that I'll listen to the community, promote your needs, and to work in consultation and with the community. We need to actively promote the region in conjunction with business owners and developers so that we can move forward as a united team. I see one of the greatest challenges that council has got in the next few years is to win back the confidence of the community. We need to work to win back that confidence. We need to make sure that what we are doing is what the community says they want, and we need to do it in a timely, efficient manner. We need to not only respond to the community, but effectively engage with, listen, be more effectively, to listen and incorporate those needs in forward funding programs. So the council needs to see that they're in the forward programs. Establish community groups, was mentioned before. I was involved in establishing some of those when I was on council. They're essential to be returned, and we need to include, I believe, the minutes of those meetings and the minutes of meetings of ratepayers and community groups in the information section of council business papers. So all councillors in the community are across on what's happening. We need to review and streamline development processes. We need to plan strategically for the progress of Macleay and for the renewal and maintenance of our infrastructure. We need 20, 30, 40-year plans, not 10, and we need to put them in such a way that the community understands what's proposed. We need to lobby for more police to make our lovely Macleay safer. We also need to do what Peter said, and more responsibility as people. We need to pursue more innovative and cost-effective processes, and I believe we need to re-examine curbside pickups. I would propose that we have a trial somewhere to find out the actual costs, because if we do it the right way, I believe a lot of the material that is put out on the street would be recycled to other people. We need effective master plans for all the towns and villages, and just in wrapping up, because I've been given the signal by Mark, once again I'd like to thank you for the opportunity today and get Morris working for the McLeod. Thank you.